He's got to judge this right. He's got to do his job right.
Every time you see him, take a big deep breath. Bang him down. Can't listen. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let that happen.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Good one. A script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, Leonard just got blocked. Sugar Ray Leonard, can you believe it? Just got knocked down. Step back for just a moment. Oh, the round winding down now, and it's been another good one for him. Well, that seemed to be like a feel-out round. What do you think, Johnny?
No, keep your eye on the ball. This is when you get knocked out. Don't close your eyes now.
Don't get the gap and don't get carried away. Think back and concentrate on what you do.
There's the bell to start round 3. There's a right hand. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Got out of the way of that right hook. Caught him with that power punch. He takes that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it and you've got to be confident.
Missed him with that uppercut. misses with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight could not be... Closer, could it, Johnny?
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head?
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Got him with a left jab. The best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
The problem with having
Sugar Ray's in... punch. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play close, play smooth.
Oh, the round winding down now, and it's been another good one for him. These two fighters promised us great action. They didn't give it to us in that round.
I know those rounds. You know what? We'll get excited. We want it straight away. But these fighters know what plan they've got to work to.
He's absolutely knackered, man. He's knackered. See it, he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish it. He's right. Don't let him get that contact. This is his second fight. It's got to now. He's right.
On to the fifth we go. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. They both want a knockout, you can tell. With the left jab. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get...
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And that's exactly where he doesn't need to be. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed. Sugar Ray Leonard days! How are they still standing? He weathered the storm. No! A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Not much to write home about in that round, huh, Johnny?
Come on, give him a break.
That starts the 6th. And he will hold here, and good thing he did because he was getting beaten up.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually going to start taking things off you. You saw the referee watch, look, didn't say anything, just gestured to say, I've checked it. Now be careful because when he starts pulling, taking you out of your rhythm, it's going to get harder.
Just gets out of the way of that left hand. He didn't take that jab well at all. Sugar Ray's in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That left shot lands. Just very close right now with 10 seconds to go. Both fighters unwilling to engage in that round. A bit surprised.
Just a little fact finder, that's all it was.
There's the bell to start round 7. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters, Sugar Ray Leonard days. Right back into the fray. Sugar Ray's in trouble. Leonard took a big shot and down he goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Bye.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. So just keep him on the end of the jab. Get your timing already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Start just stick. Good work. That's it. Breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath back. Good. Great work. You can't miss it. Great work. Just stay focused. Don't let back into the... fight. Don't give me no free shots. Keep smart. Great round, great round. Now, relax, relax. Now, don't wait till load.
Let's fight.
timing already. The right hand's beautiful. I said, stop this. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. He's thinking. Great work. Right. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense and remember what you do.
Yo, 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 yo.
Let's do it.
Porter is concerned.
Test, test.
Which, wait.
Use the right triggers.
Let's go 135. Or 131, 140.
You want to do Sugar Ray? Now all the fighters are not on here yet.
Oh, here we go. I'll go Kel.
Kel, okay.
We'll do a rematch. I'm holding the shit out of you.
We're gonna do a rematch. I'm looking forward to this. What you say?
For the buttons.
I know the
Similar
power
fight
punches. It's similar fight night.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
You gotta hold the.
LB.
It is nighttime, and we are live outside. He is Special K, Kell Brook, the former welterweight champion of the world, fighting out of the Steel City of Sheffield, UK. Shawn Showtime Porter, fighting out of the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, USA. This welterweight world champion looks to get back on top.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
Couldn't agree with you more, Johnny, but in fight...
This bout is scheduled.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight. Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love that because when they get in, the heat won't double the impact because then it can cool down. They've got that cool breeze.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That one will count.
Got blocked, man. Got blocked.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He threw the hook, didn't land. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That one lands. He misses with that jab. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. fighter is winning this bout.
So important. The referee's got to do his fight right. He's got to judge this right. He's got to do his job right.
Who's going to be the first one to get caught? Good left hand. Both men step back for just a moment. He scores with that right hand. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Caught him with that power punch. He just misses with that big right hand. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
Look back in the history books.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny.
That was super tight. I dread being a judge.
He's short on the third round.
You got more stamina. I'm not worried about that.
You're ready to get back into this fight. What do you think? We get to up here and we'll start carrying it.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. Who's going to be the first one to get buzzed? And he fails to score with that left hook. Wait a minute, a left hand lands.
I could use this single right here. This one right here.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Yeah, 100.
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You got mics around the room? Okay. Who,
And they get out of the way of that left hand.
Frank? Okay. You good with the boom? Frank, my brother here?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Caught him with a heavy punch.
Cool. Welcome to the PorterWay Podcast, live. Barbershop pre-fight show. We are back at the Blade. A couple of my guys in here today. And I know we'll get around the room.
He knows that right hand's coming and still can't do anything about it.
Tell a friend to tune in. And, man, this is the Barbershop. You know what I mean? We're here in Las Vegas, so we're going to see how they get down to Las Vegas.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I don't know which fighter is winning this bout.
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head or your heart?
Great work. Okay, I'm happy. Right back.
We got Carson here. He's playing the game. Playing against me. He specifically.
DDA.
That's love. I feel
DDA
confident.
knocked out.
Can you put the game? Is the game on the screen? Okay.
DDA knocked out Canelo with Shawn Porter
I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that that's possible.
in the game.
Been hearing that that's possible.
In the game.
Yeah.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down?
So we got my producer with myself playing against Carson, and if y'all know Carson, y'all know he has a special thing.
Coming
for
back to
special.
life now, starting to land some punches.
Oh, okay. Said that right. Oh, we did the special play thing.
Big right there, and it misses. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent
I think it's a really good fight.
to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Because I think Cal is still physically strong enough to keep him off him.
Yeah.
That's where we've seen guys like
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. He lands a big right hand.
He didn't have the.
So who's winning this fight?
I think it's close. DDA's probably winning this.
I like to hear that.
Off the brownies, man.
No brownies. No brownies, DDA. No
Nice
brownies.
with that jab.
This your first time playing it?
Yeah.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because
Let's
it
get the
allows them to use
let's
their
get the
skills
microphone right there
throughout the
over there
match.
next to.
It
Yo,
all
John, I'ma
comes
holler
down
at
to
you right
who's in
quick.
better shape.
Have you seen the
Can they
game?
change? Can they slow the pace
the
down?
undisputed
Can
game
they
right
look
here.
to knock
Yeah.
them out?
I know you heard about it, right?
They've
Well, yeah,
got
you
to
told me about it.
concentrate.
Oh yeah.
I ain't been up on it yet.
Yeah, this
Because
is
you know
game.
what you can do in
It's
the gym.
only on the PCs right now,
Okay.
so it's not on every system.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10
Did
seconds
they
to
talk
go.
to your uncle about this game?
I'm
That
not
you
sure
know
if they did or not.
Yeah.
That I know of.
I don't. Is Tommy Hunt in this? Did you ever see any announcements?
Who's
about
winning
him
this
in the
fight
game?
right now? I have no
I'm
idea.
surprised they
So
did.
important. The
They
referee's
might
got to
have.
do his fight right. He's got to judge his right. He's got to do his job right.
I'm not on.
Early
PC
release.
like-
Yeah, it's early release on the
PC
PC.
like that.
Yeah. So that right there, that's John. What's your last name, John?
It's fine.
Huh?
It's fine.
It's fine.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll just stick with John. he said.
John is all you want.
There it is.
So today, what's up with it?
Nardo right here. My man been watching boxing before we was born right here.
Nah,
My man Kato.
he ain't older than me. How old are you? How old are you? Yeah. Came in here like you 32. How old are you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
No. Okay. Yeah, so that's why you're here. You just here to kick the shit.
First to get rocked.
Yeah, everybody talking like they know boxing. Yeah.
Another scoring shot there.
I was about to say something and then I let it go. I want to put the camera on John right quick. Yeah.
He misses with that jab.
For what? I got BENAVIDEZ. Close though.
I don't know.
Who you got?
Correct me if I'm wrong,
Close?
but when you're dealing with someone with so much
No,
speed,
not close.
you've got to get your timing right.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time.
Is sitting down on his punches. He gonna make him respect him.
Yeah, do your job,
And
do your
Defensively, they're not even in the same class. Don't do that.
I mean,
talking about?
Not a bad thing, Benavidez. You've never seen him for real on defense. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. He's a very, you know what I'm saying? He executes offense very well. But what happens when you got to get on that bike? We've never seen that.
Like, we haven't seen, like, what test has he been in.
So, with that being said, it's not even a test. It's just seeing as boxing ability. This is
with Caleb Plant, he's been in some fights.
Yeah.
And he's been with some A fights.
Absolutely.
Benavidez ain't been with no A fighter.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I
But
don't think he's an A fighter either.
but just looking at sheer talent and ability, boxing ability, Benavidez has not displayed that to me as of yet. Is he a good fighter? Absolutely. Hey, listen, stand ovation for you, brother, for everything that you've done and accomplished. I respect it. But like you say, just sheer boxing ability, Caleb is kind of, you know what I'm saying, above him on that level, on that plane.
Hey,
now tomorrow,
what Caleb got to do is be able to take a flurry of punches because Benavidez throw much more punches.
that's the thing. Again, that's where boxing ability comes into play because you're not going to take those onslaught of shots if you're using your legs and your feet and getting out the way. You know, now if Benavidez can cut off the ring and use his ring IQ to trap Caleb, or we got a different ball game.
But see, I don't think. Yeah, I was gonna say we ain't seen him with no ring IQ because he just throwing punches.
Comes straight forward, and everybody allows him to do that.
A lot of people didn't know how smart of a fighter I was. Didn't even know that I could box. But it was because I was born after everybody. Everybody was afraid.
You talking about people that didn't pay attention to you.
Yeah. But people didn't realize I could box until I was in the ring with people that forced me to box. Yeah.
Right.
But ain't nobody say what I'm saying. But to my point, ain't nobody forced David to do anything different.
True.
Right.
So we really don't know if he has anything different.
I don't think he can.
I'm betting. I'm not betting, but I don't feel he has enough.
I'm not confident in his boxing ability because, like, I hate to say it, like I said, even starting off a fight, I'm gonna get out there and you already know, I'm gonna get out there and get loose and I'm gonna get on my toes. Now, once I feel like I can just walk over you, I'm gonna just walk you down, just like Benavidez does. But he does that from ding ding. Yeah. But again, like you said, I will credit to what you just said. Nobody's ever forced him and made him uncomfortable enough to have to display something as, you know, remotely boxer-like, not necessarily puncher.
So, can rebut you this one thing. You knew that in the fight that you went in, when you started showing us your boxing skills, right? More than brawling, right? That you were going to have to box that person, right? I don't feel like Benavidez feels like he has to box this guy. Benavidez thinks he's about to go walk this kid down and beat him up. And that is a mistake.
That's gonna be the biggest.
And that's the mistake.
I think his energy changed. I seen him at the weigh-in today. His energy changed.
Feel like it changed a little bit?
He's not a bully like he was in
everything else, yeah.
Before that, he was hopping up. He was waiting on Plant. Plant couldn't even tell him to shut up.
Yeah.
Hopping up. Now Plant can touch him. That little push he did, I mean, it just seemed like his energy changed.
Well, it's supposed to change.
Yeah.
At this point, everything's supposed to be reserved for fight night. You know what I'm saying? So it's supposed to change, but again, you know, we talking about, I just can't see it. I can't see it because the whole crowd was Mexican crowd.
He got respect for him now, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, like before a fight, you know what I'm saying? You feel like you just gonna smash him. You just got that intensity to you. He doesn't carry that. It seemed like Plant was more confident than Benavidez almost.
He might have settled down.
I think with Champ been there before though, you know.
I think with Champ is saying that he deserves the energy for the fight.
So all the talking is over with. The talking ended yesterday.
That's the highest level he been at right now.
Yeah.
Plant been there, so he comfortable with it.
And even again to that point, if a man put his hands on you, you have every right to snuff him.
Yeah.
But at the risk of losing that moment that you're gonna have on Saturday night, I think that there probably was even a conversation in the background.
Probably.
Hey, let's be cool today. Mm-hmm. You know, we'll get him tomorrow. You know what I mean? We don't know. You know what I mean? When you see a change in the energy, for me as a fighter, I think that is directly to it's time to let all that go. We talked leading up to, we talked yesterday. Let's just get the weigh-in in so we can get it over with.
Right.
But other side of that is when you talk about respect. could have probably been the best thing Caleb did was grab him, or at the least go for his neck.
And then what he said in the press conference,
you start feeling, you know what I'm saying?
He was talking about the weight. My bad.
Oh, no, you go ahead, fam.
He was talking about the weight when he was saying how BENAVIDEZ was in shape and stuff.
Yeah.
BENAVIDEZ looked uncomfortable when he was saying all that because he knew it was true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of truth coming out.
Yeah.
It's going to build some insecurity, I feel like.
Well, that's what we was talking about earlier, just the discipline of BENAVIDEZ. This is probably the most disciplined he's been in camp throughout his career.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, the man that lost the title how many times?
Twice.
Ray, did you see that Caleb Plant bought DavidBenavidez.com?
Yeah.
Like last year?
No, he said it was like 2018.
Yeah,
right.
years
He
and
said
years
it was
ago.
like 2018 or 19.
That was the slickest stuff I ever seen.
But you know what I'm saying? Him over there talking about, oh, I used to be fat, and y'all don't know what I went through. He's too emotional. He's too emotional. Yeah.
I think they're both actually very emotional. I think they both are.
I think we found
He's
out
very
how
emotional.
how emotional David is.
Yeah.
I think we never knew.
They struck
It was
a nerve.
never. Yeah, it was never nobody to pull that out of him. You know what I mean? But again, that's one sign.
Nobody had a chance.
Again, there you go.
I think
Nobody-
now
nobody to
you
do
have, like, if Caleb wins looking forward, obviously you get back in the mix with Canelo, whoever else comes up. BENAVIDEZ, though, feels like the one that if he wins, it's like Buzz Lightyear, like to infinity and beyond, like
for that dude. It coulda
based on that
happened
crowd
years ago.
today. For sure.
Could have happened years ago for him.
Youngest champion ever, 168.
You know, he could have did it years ago. But
Yeah.
Well, going where? Going in what direction?
he could have been at the mountaintop.
Yeah.
He could have been at the pinnacle of his career now had he just implemented the discipline that he just implemented now.
So, but this is the thing. His up point is so much higher, right? Because BENAVIDEZ is naturally bigger, right? So that fight brings Bivol, right? That fight brings Better B, right? Because he can make that weight and fight it that way, right?
And they don't want no problem.
No, yeah, they don't want no problem with Better B or Bivol, but that does bring brings more fights.
I mean,
Either way, I don't think he should fight at this fight.
Hey, when we had him on the podcast, and we were asking him, like, BENAVIDEZ, like, move up to 75. He's going through, because he did work. He sparred with Bivol. He's like, yeah, it'd be a good fight. And then we mentioned Better B. He was like, yeah, no, that's a tough fight. You know, I have to think about it. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not mad at you for that.
Again, it's a different beast.
Yeah. I think Bivol beats Better BF. I think he stops him. But
Well, just sheer ability. The sheer ability.
just because Better
like I
BF,
say, Better
man,
BF
that
is
last
just-
fight.
Hey, that was the best fight you will ever see so far.
From who?
Better be. Period. Just, I mean,
Yeah.
my man went 7 rounds.
Yeah.
He rocked him.
Yeah.
He rocked him
He
twice.
made it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
You know?
Nobody's ever
Man,
been,
his
again,
defense
like we was
is-
talking about earlier, nobody's ever made him actually work before.
Yeah.
Everybody get in there, they little fainted heart, they get in there, they do their thing, and like,
Yeah.
okay,
And-
all right, damn, I'm hurt, I'm out.
They run out.
And I think I think Better BF, I mentioned it before, but I think he's actually a better boxer than people give him credit for.
He absolutely
He's not just like
100%
walking
is.
around loading up on a shot. Like, I think he's
will
actually
walk
pretty
you down,
athletic,
he
too.
can
He can
shot.
hit him. He can take
Yeah,
shots.
for
but
sure.
The problem with that is you run out of you run out of kitchen sinks.
Yeah.
Now you ain't got no more kitchen sinks.
Right.
He still got him. Right.
Yeah.
He still got him.
Yeah.
And he's still swinging. But
This
he's
dude
not.
knocked Sergey Kovalev out 3 times with headgear on.
Yeah.
That's how hard he hit. Not somebody washed up. I'm talking about a young lion.
You ever see any of his?
Ready to
You ever see any of
go.
his workouts? Better BF's workouts? They do like some crazy shit, like with fingertips. They're doing weird stuff with weights. Yeah. He looks.
Brought that to my attention.
Yeah, he does. I thought we had it on. I think we had it on the podcast before. I thought.
Yeah.
It's on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah, he's like doing weird, like, and then they're having like with the weights.
type
He's crazy.
Because you told me some craziness about Usyk. You know I followed up on that.
Hey,
I think
And it was confirmed.
you know he beat Usyk one time.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, that was
dude,
crazy, too.
Hey,
Tell me about that.
so Usyk, I don't know if all y'all know, right? Usyk fights 12 rounds like Floyd. So 9-minute rounds, 3 opponents. He fights 6. They give him a break. They put his head in water for 3 minutes. Bring him back up, give him a minute rest, and then he does 6 more rounds.
Wait, they hold him underwater for 3 minutes?
For 3 minutes.
No, and that's what I told. I said, don't get
His
your
damn
hand like
second.
that, like they gotta force him. You know what I mean? I'm sure he wants
No,
to
they
do
hold,
it.
they hold his head under
How
so
long
he
can you
can't
hold your
come
breath
up.
underwater?
You know what I'm
The
saying?
longest
For
I've
3
ever
minutes.
gone, like 130 and a little bit more.
For 3 minutes,
Yeah,
it's
the-
supposed to
the-
simulate. It's supposed to
simulate drowning.
a boxing,
Yeah.
a body shot.
Most simulate
Yeah.
that.
Basically, when we're in there, you know, it's a
That's what my dad was trying to do when he had me swimming.
Yeah,
Just so you know, that's what my dad was
Errol
doing.
Spence said
Not
you
trying
fight
to
like
drown
you're
me, but
drowning.
just trying to get me to
What's the
experience,
Because a lot of times we don't breathe.
Yeah.
We're just there. We're not breathing.
Yeah.
And it's like they tell you to breathe through every shot, and it's like, motherfucker, you want me to breathe? And I get punched, and I'm in mid-breath. And, you know what I'm saying? But
that body shot, that training is just, I don't know, amazing. We don't necessarily train our kids like that, but I mean, over there, when they see something in you, they go all in.
I'll be curious to see.
Ron ever had you lay on the medicine ball? You ever had to lay on the medicine ball and to simulate the body shot and you got to lay on it? Ronnie be having me do that. When I first got in there, he had me lay on the medicine ball.
Just lay on it.
Just lay on it, you can't breathe. Like literally, you lay on it with your stomach.
So you gotta tighten up.
Yeah, you say simulate a body shot.
Man.
Yeah, we lay on for like
What
30
you think?
seconds.
I don't know.
Well,
Would
I've tried it. We've done it.
Your uncle did shit like that?
and now the stuff that they did back in the day,
It's
something
nothing
different.
compared to today.
It's
yeah,
different.
like it's completely
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, just sitting there, 20, 30-pound medicine balls, just bash, boom,
Yeah.
boom, you know what I'm saying, non-stop, and you just standing there taking
It was
you
like
know what I mean?
it was like being in the penitentiary back
Oh,
then.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I'll never forget going down to the
Boxing
gym
now is like being on house arrest.
Probation.
with my ankle bracelet at. I ain't ready for the real time, just give me my ankle bracelet.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
like,
just two different beats.
Hey, they doing sit-ups with their phone,
Yeah.
watching TikTok
Yeah,
videos.
yeah, 100.
you got your 90-inch TV just, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing. Like, what is this?
I had headphones, and one day while I was running, I was like, man, they used to do this back in the day. Turn my headphones off.
Yeah.
Maybe a mile later, I was like,
Like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
I
You
was
know
like,
what I'm saying?
how did they do that?
Listen,
But it makes you different.
it just sitting there talking to him a lot of times about that type of stuff. Just ain't gonna lie to you, just even today, man, just it brings chills to me because I'm like, y'all did what? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we went to camp, but it wasn't what you think camp was. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't out there living good. You know what I mean? It was still a struggle. Sometimes he was like, shit, I wanted to stay at home. Fuck going to camp. It was like it was so much better at the crib, because he was telling me he went out to, they was in Arizona one time, somewhere out the outskirts of Phoenix. And, you know, at this time, Phoenix really wasn't, it was just a city. And they out there in the middle of nowhere, 115, just, hey, it's time to get up and run. I'm like, shit, you shit, nope.
Before they, I hate the old situation. I would like people to come back and people to discuss the old situation. It doesn't make you a champion. The old situation. Like, you're not a great champion just because you have an O.
We all thought he said old, right?
Oh, nah, man.
We all thought he
If
said
you
old.
undefeated don't mean a damn
Old
thing.
situation. Okay, yeah.
I was gonna
Hey,
say,
what the fuck
you
keep
know what?
repeating
That's
yourself?
the
All right.
problem with a lot of fighters that, they scared to lose it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why Shawn lost on purpose, just to get that out of the way.
Let me get
Like, let me
this
just
six
go ahead
done
and get
and
this out of
over
the way.
with so I
Yeah.
can move on.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, you know, you got a lot of guys that's protecting their O's, but you got a lot of guys that just fearless. You know what I mean? Like, I really want to see Jerron Ennis mix it up with I want to see him take a step up, which he's probably doing in his upcoming fight. But
Let me ask you this: do you think he not stepping up because he's waiting for it, or you think he's not stepping up because they don't want to give him that shot?
it's a combination of the two.
Both, for
Like,
sure.
as we all know, politics have become such a force in boxing. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? You have so many different entities that you have to go through to get a fight, and this promoter may not like this promoter, so I'm not gonna work with him. So my fighter can't fight him. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much red
If
tape.
your boots right now, like you're trying to get a champion, it's either Crawford or Spence. Neither of them are fighting you.
and neither one of them
Keith
gonna
Thurman's
fight
not
you.
fighting
So
you.
if I was Boots at this point, I mean, I'm gonna just take what I could get at this point and just stay ready, stay sharp.
I said the other day on the podcast,
You
he's
know.
in the gray area.
Yeah, he in limbo.
Good.
So what do you do in
You
limbo?
don't need to
You
see
still
me.
got to get out here and
They
perform.
can hear me.
It ain't his fault.
Yeah, it's
He's
not
just
for.
that good.
It's
talking about again?
Jerron and
Yeah.
Boots. So it's, you know, unfortunately he is in a limbo situation to where nobody wants to fight me, and you know I just got to take what I can get at this point.
I think-
and not me personally, I'ma still sign a contract with somebody, regardless of who it may be, just to stay busy, stay active, and keep that feeling.
I think Ugas is eventually who he can get. That's a decent step. Because like Ugas, he's not Crawford, he's not Spence, but
I like Ugas, but
somebody.
that fight for Duran I don't like. I mean, it's because it's just Ugas is gonna stand there and not really do much. You know what I mean? Duran is too active for Ugas.
Yeah.
I think, it's a name for Boots at this point.
Yeah, he
And it's a
wants
sturdy
the
guy.
name. And, I mean, again, it'll be good for his resume overall.
Yeah.
It'll be great, but as far as
And as a sturdy guy, Ugas isn't getting
as a
banged out early.
spectator, I'm not that interested in it, to be completely honest. I mean, it'd be good for
Who's somebody you want to see him with?
I don't know. Like I say, the hard part is just I want him to get that opportunity to fight a Terrence Crawford.
What about Virgil Ortiz?
Or help me out.
Errol.
Errol. Yeah, I want him to get that opportunity. And the simple fact that Errol talking about moving up now, and like I understand it, you're getting older, you can't hold that weight no more. I respect it. We all been there, you know.
I'm on record for saying Crawford and Spence happens at 154.
That's a better fight.
But I'm also on record for saying Boots gonna chase them boys on 154.
Oh yeah, 100%. He has no choice. He has no choice.
He cleans up like instantly.
47 is going downhill once they leave.
The only fight that I think will be a tough fight for him is the fight that they will struggle to make, which is Virgil Ortiz.
No, that'd be nice.
And then he chasing the boys to 154.
He's not gonna. There's nothing left at 47 after that. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's gonna be the top dog in there, and it's like, what am I doing now?
It's like right now 47 is repeating. It's like the rinse and repeat. We're almost at the rinse.
Yeah, it's trying to find a new.
And you could end up getting guys. I mean, the only guys I can even think of at 40 that make sense, like Regis will obviously get to 40 to 47. Oh, okay. I was saying coming from 40
I got
to
a wild
47.
one. I got a wild one
Taylor.
for you. I got a wild one for you.
That's a hell of a fight, though. Regis program.
Ooh.
And Boots Ennis.
Ooh.
That's a
That's a nice fight. That's a good fight.
And I wouldn't be mad at Regis for vacating his belts to move up to 47 and take that fight. I think that's smart.
That's a good fight.
I'm a big Regis program
I got a
fan.
question for you. What do you think about Ryan and Duran at 45?
Ryan Garcia?
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia?
At 45.
I don't.
think Ryan is that cold.
You don't like Ryan Garcia? You want
Because
to
Ryan's gonna get bigger. Huh?
That's dynamite, man.
Hey, yeah, man, that's almost a
Right
career
into
ending.
dynamite.
Yeah.
Nah, man. No.
You don't think so?
No.
Boots is too
I
big
think
for that.
I think you find competition for Boots if you're not talking about Errol and Terrence.
I mean, because I'm
You
thinking
find
like
competition
it's nothing left for him.
Maybe Charlo.
That's what I was going to say.
at
I don't,
54.
yeah, no thanks.
Maybe.
I wouldn't do it.
Hold up. No, yeah, not that you would do, but you don't like that fight, or
No, again, like you said with Ryan,
Yeah.
you put him in there with Jamel.
No, it ain't what you think. It ain't what you think it's gonna be.
I don't know.
Jamel gotta touch him.
Once Jamel touch him, that respect is gonna set in. Now you talking about Jamel and Jamel. Once Jamel get going, that's the thing. And I like the fact that what's the cat he just fought twice? I can't remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
I like that cat, and it made him go back to the drawing board and rethink his situation.
I think
And
he got
he
better.
came back.
Again, we talk about
Yeah, he did,
experience.
yeah.
He got better from that.
Absolutely.
experience.
So
That's still we talking about Boots Ennis, man.
I like Boots. Boots is it's different, very different. But I think that Jamel can actually adapt to that and change that program 100%.
So let me ask you this: is there any?
But that's only if that fight happens within a particular
years.
time frame.
Yeah.
Is there money in a Boots Canelo fight?
Yeah, what weight?
That's crazy. Yeah, like Boots is big enough to get that 54 out. I didn't see Canelo come down that long.
Canelo's not going out 54.
What's his
That
walk
way
around
he
with?
going to 60.
I don't think Canelo coming back to 54.
Yeah.
He has no
The
reason.
fight he just
He
had
cut
with,
an arm off,
George,
maybe.
I think was a catchweight.
66,
Like
67.
63 or something, maybe.
Yeah.
It was up there.
Yeah. And
He ain't.
worked that hard to get the 50.
What is Boots
He
walk
definitely ain't
around
going
with?
54.
You ever say he's a big dude?
He tell me he worked nonstop. I believe him.
Yeah.
Next time I see that boy, I'm gonna say, yo, you getting rest yet? He worked nonstop, and his dad ain't got no problem with it. They're gonna have to start getting rest. I got a feeling he's working around maybe 65.
I don't know.
Barely. I doubt it. If he working all the time, I mean 60.
I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it. He's a big
I heard
dude.
he's big, but he disciplined.
What are you talking about,
So
Boots?
60, yeah.
You've seen him. What do you mean you heard he's big? You've seen him in
Sure, I've
person.
seen him, but I mean people who train with
Okay.
him and see him in camp and stuff like that. So when you train like that, 60, you 65, go to 58 quick.
Yeah. I can't see him walking
65
around. I can't see him
54.
walking around more than 62.
Yeah.
I can't see him walk. If he that active all the time, I can't see him being more than 60, 62.
He
If
is.
that much.
He's something else. The best we saw
I mean,
him.
he's fast. He got power. That's
We
different.
saw him fight Delorme out here. I just wanted to. I don't often go to fights. I told him I was like, hey, Boots is fighting here. Like, let's make it happen. That dude is something else in person.
Are you a believer in him now? Because at first you didn't believe him, bro.
Since when?
At first,
Well,
at
no,
first,
he
just what I
believed,
said.
and then
Yeah,
he
so you
took
think
like
you
a
gonna
weird
say
left
something
turn.
Yeah, at first you were kind of like, you were kind of iffy on him.
But we had-
Are you iffy at all on him now?
No?
When we saw that fight with Delorme,
I don't
we
think I was ever iffy.
we literally he just wanted to see him get
I took-
tested.
No.
It was a bad word.
Real quick.
It was a bad word choice.
I took something personal. For the sake of words, the company line of Boots Innocence, he watches everybody, and I took it personal from a competitive standpoint, like almost like it was being said about me, like he watches me. Like I took it personal on behalf of welterweights.
Okay.
I took it personal on behalf of welterweights.
On behalf of
Yeah,
all
yeah,
welterweights,
yeah.
this is bullshit.
But when we went,
This fight is way more competitive.
we saw
He
him.
probably gonna win most of them, if not all of them.
But best so we went to see him fight, and he obviously knocks out Delorme, and we're sitting there. We stood up, all me, Aunt Shawn are clapping, and Boots' whole crew, the family, friends, are all there, and they're like coming up to Shawn, yo man, you don't want that man. What you think? What you think about him? And Shawn's like, man, he's a great fight. They wanted like some kind of Shawn was
wanted
like,
to spark
nah.
something.
Shawn was like, nah, like
Coming out of
he's
retirement.
good, like
Let's get it.
he's great. He's a great fighter.
That kid is nice.
He's
man.
unbelievable.
That kid is
That was
nice.
pre-Terrence Crawford when
Yeah.
that fight happened.
Right.
And they came up to me with the cameras out, like, I'll fight about the fight Terrence. Like, I don't give a damn about
Right.
him. I'm thinking to myself, like, then I'm retiring after that, so I really don't give a damn about him.
Like this is not even on my radar.
Hey, look. So.
Hell no.
Hey, you say 47 still?
247.
Hey, when you fought, it was like you put a lot of fighters on their heels as well.
Yeah.
Because no matter how good the fighter was, what you had for them is you right in their chest. So one, like I seen Floyd say something. Who you gonna go get to spar to simulate me, right? And that's kind of how when you was on when you was on
felt like that too.
you know?
When we were preparing, we always knew that we were having good time, like good moments in camp, and we knew that even in the bad moments, they can't be having they gotta be having
Right.
struggles to even find something compared
Did you
to
ever
me.
hear anybody that somebody used to simulate you?
No, I think Speedy Ellis has been one of the
Okay.
names from back in the
That's a
day
good one.
that people use for me. I think I could be wrong, but I think maybe Brian Castano at some
That's a
point.
good one.
And then I watched Brian fight. I thought he was similar to me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
I
was
would see Cruz as something remotely close.
Isak.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously like a smaller version.
Mhm.
But again, like to the point, if you only got Isak in camp, Isak can only pressure you.
Yeah.
Isak can't sit back and counter. Isak can't move around the ring and
Right.
things like that. So we knew that you got to find 4 really good guys to get ready for one guy.
I mean,
Blessing to being me. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie for you. You hurt my heart when you were Brown, bro.
Huh?
You hurt my heart when you were Brown.
Who are you talking to? I'm a huge
He the only pay-per-views I really ever bought. So when I seen him lining up, I was hyped.
I'm telling you, I had split allegiance right there.
I was right there raising.
I had money on that one. I got money on all.
That's
fights,
my
but
dog.
I had money on that one because it was no way. Again, just from a boxing fan, there was no way Broner could handle what he had coming. It's a lot of. Hey, look, the fight with
I
With
never
Spence.
talked about this, but I'll do it now. We never talked about this. The game plan when we fought Adrian Bronner, my dad said, when we start this fight, we not gonna go right after him. He said, we go after him in the first round, we gonna run all night. He said, what we gotta do is we gotta meet him in the center of the ring. We gotta box from the outside, use speed, no power, and don't start that hunt. He said, if you start the hunt early, you're gonna be chasing him all night. He said, you're gonna have to let him get comfortable, and once he gets comfortable, let him get some forward movement, and then we got him. And that shit worked to a T.
That's a smart plan.
Yeah.
We talked. We had. You're an Adrian Bronner fan, so you'll appreciate this. He's one of my all-time favorites. So we're at the press conference, and there's a few of us. I've known Shawn since high school, and we're sitting there, and he starts to kind of going on Shawn a little bit, and I kept it together. I was like, "Don't laugh. That's your guy. One of my best friends." And then there was one line, and I started to chuckle, and I was like, "Damn, I hope they didn't hear that." But then, as I'm watching it, and some people that don't know his dad as well, I'm thinking, he's gonna get to a point. He's like one of those meters where it's gonna hit a point, and it's in the second Adrian Bronner said, "Do I get paid twice?" And all of a sudden, KP leaned down, "You need to get paid twice for all that child support." I turned to somebody, I said, "I told you it was gonna happen." There was just one point where it was gonna be one step too far. That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
I was a fan of Bronner until he got in the game. When he got in the game, on the level where he should have been, then he was doing that. When he got in the ring with Madonna, he wasn't mentally prepared. He went in that fight on the interview. He kept saying, "Ain't no way this white boy gonna beat me." And then he in the interview. Now he in the ring. He didn't take it seriously. Man, that boy beat that boy ass. Like kicked his ass.
That ended his career.
Yeah, he did, man.
His career. He would never let his hands go. He was so terrified to let his hands
And
go.
even if you watch the second half of that fight, Bronner was lighting his ass up. He came back after he got dropped. He was lighting his ass up.
Bronner was working their ass out back in the day.
Knockdown, yeah.
I mean, the come along. I don't know what happened when you hit that particular point.
Yeah.
The upcoming of his career, he was like, like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, the boy looked good. He can't, what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he can't be stopped. It's a way, but, it goes back to the key word of tomorrow's fight, discipline. You know what I mean? Like, the discipline went out the window, and there went, because you got all the skills and talent in the world. We've seen it.
Yeah.
But now that discipline comes into
And I think
play,
he's
and it goes all out the window.
Second best trash talker in the game, Adrian Bronner right now. Number one, Tony Harrison. Tony, because Tony, it's on the fly.
Yo, man.
You just hit a spot.
Yo, man.
Tony,
That was so disappointing, man. I'm like, yo, he got cracked, and it was a done deal.
I don't know what I was talking to Shawn Nant. I don't know what the hell the ref was. I don't know what the ref was looking for to stop that damn fight. I was like, bro, you want to get hit with 10 straight shots?
Tony Harrison, you said, ah.
Your eyes just, I get
This is my brother-in-law right here.
Oh.
He said, look, he said, well, he's going to say something. Hey, when you came back up, the microphone was right there for
Oh
you.
my goodness, it was heartbreaking watching that fight because I'm like, you can outbox this dude. Tim is nice, but he's not his dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's okay. I don't really. I hate to say it. I'm not that impressed by Tim Tszyu.
I'm mad at
You know what I'm saying? But I fight the dude. You know what I'm saying? I fight both of them. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody scared over here.
I've
always talking about he gonna fight somebody.
I've never seen somebody as bent out of shape about trash talk as Charlo with Harrison.
Well,
He had him
that's
mad.
That's what we do in Detroit, man. We it's a class in school.
That was
we
like
take
when
for that shit.
what he said at the press conference with Zoo. He was like, "Hey, I got my shirt off."
So
That's because Charlo got
He got no. Hell no, he
Yes,
didn't.
he did.
Nah, he
yes,
sure
he
did.
did.
Nah.
First of all,
could've went either way.
it could have went
It was a
either
close
way,
fight.
right?
Yeah.
It could have went either way. But when you're the champion, it's an unwritten rule. You have to beat
It's a
the
stupid
champion,
unwritten
and
rule.
he didn't beat him. He didn't make it apparent. He didn't make it apparent.
in that first fight with him and Tony, I mean, Tony again, discipline. Tony went back to the drawing board, came back, and now, you know what I'm saying, just outboxing.
And Tony was beating him in the second fight.
Yeah,
It was just
until he got caught.
that chin and
The second fight the score was much wider than the first fight. The
Yeah.
first fight to me was a little closer.
I think Charlo just, I don't want to say he took it for granted. I don't think he took it for granted.
For Tony? Yeah.
I don't think Jamel took it for granted, but I don't think Jamel was expecting what he got that first go round. He was surprised and trying to adapt, and you can see, if you go back and watch it, you can see the frustration setting in. You know what I mean? And that's what Tony performing that way in every fight, every one of his fights after that, Tony would still have a title. You know, but you sitting there wanting to slug with this dude, trying to prove a point.
That's kind of like what we were talking about.
Not the best idea.
With Chris Colbert fighting tomorrow, which is a great fight, him and Valenzuela.
Mm-hmm.
When we watched him fight Hector Luis Garcia, and we talked about it again today, Chris is like such a skilled boxer, and we're at the fight with Hector Garcia, and I'm like, bro, who are you proving something to? You're sitting there in exchange and trying to sit in the pocket and be slick. Like, what are you doing this for?
It happens more often than you think, though.
Yeah.
People abandon the game plan and not even really. They abandon the game plan, don't even really know what they're doing because you're fighting off instinct half the time.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, who going to the fight tomorrow? Y'all not going?
Nah.
I'll be there. I'm there.
That crowd for the weigh-in today was crazy.
Was it?
There was a line like to the food court a couple hours before it started. It was a capacity. They had to shut the door for capacity.
Really?
Yeah, it was a packed house. Huh?
Who was down there? Was it predominantly like Hispanics or?
It was a pro Benavidez crowd for sure.
Was it?
But
Benavidez got the crowd.
yeah, but they shut it off at one point. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Hey, who this guy Cobra fight?
Rayo Valenzuela. He fights with Team Benavidez. He was.
Who y'all taking on that?
That's such a tough fight to call. I was such a Valenzuela fan. He just got his ass kicked his last fight.
I can see
Again,
Cobra really
that's that fire though. That's
Yeah.
gonna change the game.
Yeah.
Or it could change the game.
And both of them coming off losses. That's a great fight.
They can say you got a point to prove.
Yeah. And that's why I told when we had Chris on during the press conference or the media workout, and I was like, does it give you any like solace in knowing that when he lost, I didn't say, man, Chris Colbert fought really well.
Oh, hell no, man. You didn't
Like,
even
he
say
fought really well and lost. He just didn't fight that well.
I didn't want to stop y'all from talking.
Oh,
How you doing?
I'm good now.
That's why I was going to say something.
Yeah, it's 50-50 fights up and down that card tomorrow. It's going to be good.
Who else is on that card? I hadn't even
So
looked
they
at it.
open up with Abel Ramos and Cody Crawley.
I like Cody.
Yeah.
I like Cody.
And he's kind of he's starting to. I'm not sure if he tests those top guys, but he's
What's
undefeated.
Cody's record now?
20-something and up.
He should definitely be a little more further along than
Yeah.
what he is. You know what I'm saying?
But so he fights Ramos. I think Crowley wins.
I like Cody a lot.
And then Valenzuela and Colbert, and then Jesus Ramos and Joey Spencer is the co-man.
Ramos and who?
Joey Spencer, kid from Michigan.
I don't know that I've seen Joey fight before.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's solid. They're both undefeated.
Okay.
And he told us, he's like, I kind of called for Ramos. So, interesting. I don't know how old, you know how old Joey is? Like mid-20s? Yeah, mid-20s. Both guys in their mid-20s, undefeated.
That should be a banger too.
Yeah.
Then.
I like Tank. I like Tank.
Ryan's chin is suspect.
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is it? Again, is it?
Yeah, I'm saying. Is it?
It's suspect. He don't like getting touched.
I got dropped by
Adrian
by
Broner?
Adrian.
Yeah, that was at the end of the damn fight.
But I'm saying, like,
You relaxed at that
You
point.
don't think he came out looking at
Campbell.
Luke Campbell the same way? Like, you got nothing and then got snuffed? That's a surprise?
But that's what I'm saying. When
got dropped?
when Adrian caught you,
he dropped his ass.
Yeah.
when Adrian caught you
I
was
got
the
dropped.
11-12 round,
12th round.
and you was coming off the gas at that point.
Yeah.
Dropped
You was
his ass.
coming
Laid
off the
his ass
gas.
down.
He got stopped. He got caught mid-fight.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you supposed to still be on your
Second round?
Second or third, I thought?
No, it was like third, fourth, somewhere
Yeah, I
in
think
there.
it was second or
It was
third.
into the fight when he got caught.
Yeah, Garcia
Ryan still
Campbell.
won, but he shouldn't have got caught.
That was the third round.
He shouldn't have got caught. Bottom line, he shouldn't have got caught by that type of fighter.
Yeah.
Hey, and he Tank hit you with one of those,
It's a good night, Irene.
You going
might
night
not
you
just
get
jump
caught with
up.
one of them.
Hey, Tank and
Get
Tank
that boy
and
sleeping
Chance
bag ready.
Crawford
Yeah.
is the best closers right now in boxing that I think.
You said
Arrow, you
Tank
gotta
and
put
who?
Arrow in there.
Oh yeah, Earl.
You do.
Yeah.
But with
Tank
that, with
and
his
who?
last fight,
Yeah.
his last performance.
Huh?
You say Tank and who?
And,
Bud.
And Bud.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Aaron,
if
like
if they got you hurt, they not wasting no shots. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like way about Jamal. Jamal Charlo is a solid finisher.
yeah.
Technically sound, and he like
We
you said,
mentioned
he
him
is
earlier.
not
Better
wasting a
BF
shot.
is Better BF is as well. Better
Yeah,
BF gets you hurt.
Bud,
It's
Tank-
curtains.
Tank is jumping on you.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Better Beef ain't hurting you.
Charlo
Better Beef is gonna hit you
still.
with one shot, and it's gonna be. He don't have to. When he gonna pop, and it's gonna be flat,
Yeah.
and you going to sleep.
He's
You know
got
what I'm saying?
such heavy
he,
hands.
He doesn't necessarily finish you. He just hits you with one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tank is gonna finish you. You know, Jamal's gonna finish you. He doesn't finish you. He just hits you with one flat shot.
I think Tank's. Also, one thing I thought of randomly today when they were skirmishing a little bit was Tank pushing Rolly off the stage was fucking hilarious. But it was super underrated. That shit was funny. But with Tank, I feel like
Rolly is garbage.
yeah.
Rolly's straight trash.
I feel like
Got knocked out in five.
I saw that.
Did he?
Yeah. And there was, and I don't know why the video came out, but then the coach jumped in and was
he got a lot
celebrating.
of
It was
miles.
weird. Yeah, it was a mess.
Was it a level?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was a mess.
He got no choice.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't even know. It was a young guy that did it, but the fact that then his trainer jumped in and was like, yeah.
If you go out,
Yeah. I was like, for what? Like, what did you jump in the ring?
John Ingram.
That's what
Put him down. Yeah. You're good.
And it was funny because
Was it bad? Was it one of them like
it was
Spaghetti
just
leg?
like the
Legs
tank.
was-
Just like the tank.
Yeah.
The same exact punch.
Yeah, right?
well?
That's what it looked like.
Same
Yeah.
look, everything. It was a mirror.
That's gonna be an
image.
interesting fight with
buddy.
Rolly's next fight.
Yeah,
Like,
who was he
middle of an
fighting?
exchange.
Alberto Puello.
Oh yeah,
Good fight.
yeah.
That defense better get it.
I think Tank's finish on Garcia was more impressed than his finish on Rolly. Rolly obviously is a great punch, sets it up. Hector Garcia went to the corner and said, "I can't see."
Yeah.
I'm out. I
He
can't do
short
this no
circuited
more.
his head.
That's. Ooh.
I feel like in that fight, that like he started to turn it up.
Yeah.
And to me, it was like it was like he just turned it up, and the fight ends.
Yeah.
So I think that the Rolly fight, that knockout is better.
I mean, he just set the Rolly one was just set up so
Yeah.
perfect.
It was just
such a
he-
perfect shot.
He
Walked him
bided
into
his
it.
time, and he waited him out, and that was it.
Yeah.
Because he really.
When the fighters want to fight Tank, which is good because you understand he's the top dog, he tears down. But my man Pitbull, ain't nobody saying nothing about him.
Ain't nobody talking about Pitt no more.
Issa Cruz.
He turned down a few fights. Yeah,
He
turned
don't
down
want
a few
them
fights.
problems
That would
with.
have been it right there.
He don't want
beat
that.
Shakur.
He don't want that problem with.
He turned down the Shakur fight.
He turned
Oh, I
down
didn't know
a few
about that
fights.
fight.
I didn't know that either.
I
Hey,
can't think of the other one.
Hey, Shakur, so technical and perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, like he is perfect.
he's spot on.
Yeah.
Speed, strength,
Yeah.
foot movement.
Ain't nobody checked him yet.
I don't think anybody like.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
But who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
In that weight class, who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
Shakur. In that weight class, who's gonna do it?
Third fight, this motherfucker not dead.
Yeah.
And he got up like, you know what, that ain't gonna happen. That's what
Yeah.
But you see,
I mean, I would like to see him fight Haney.
Yeah. That's such a good skill
That's the
boxing
only
matchup.
thing. That's the only person I can see it happening with is Devin
Devin,
and
like,
Shakur.
yeah.
Like
Punching him in the mouth, you talking about? Punching
Possibly.
Shakur in the mouth?
maybe, but even I mean,
I don't think that was skillful for Shakur. I don't.
Oh, man, I think he's skillful enough. I think
that'd be a good
I
fight
think
for
he
both
can
of them.
touch. I think he can touch Shakur.
Yeah,
I think in the
100%
fight,
he
he'll
can.
touch more.
He can't stop him, but it'll be a good fight.
He'll touch Shakur more than he's been touched in all of his fights
100%.
combined.
100%.
But I don't know if I still don't
I don't
who
know that
wins
he
that
can
fight.
stop him though.
Yeah,
I don't think he
but
can stop him, but
you
he
said
will
you
lay
think-
hands on him.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
different between touching somebody, hitting them, and punching him in the mouth.
Being able
where
to.
do
I
you
don't know if
see-
he can punch him in the mouth.
Where do you see both those guys capping out weight-wise? I think Devin gets to 47.
Devin gets to 47.
I'm not
easy.
sure Shakur gets to 47.
Shakur goes to 40
Yeah.
because he wants to.
I don't know that Devin can hold 40 any too much longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Shakur might try to test himself to go to 47, but I don't think he's gonna live at 47.
Yeah, I see
No,
Devin.
he'll go up
Devin
there.
on
He'll
up
go up there for the right fight.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I don't think he's gonna live.
Mikey Garcia, you think like Mikey Garcia goes up too high and realizes they too big for him?
No, I don't think it's gonna be that kind of situation.
No.
No, because I think Shakir's always gonna have an X factor. The defense is just, and the speed is just, and the quickness is just, and the
IQ.
IQ is just, you know what I mean?
So,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
are we just
And
looking
he
past
touching you.
David Haney, Lomachenko?
Huh?
Are we just looking past David Haney, Lomachenko though?
Are
we just looking past that? Are we just saying like Devin for sure is gonna win that fight?
I mean,
we're just looking
I'm
past.
a huge Lomachenko fan, but yes.
From the last fight with Loma.
Yeah.
Man. Devin
Loma
walk
basically
on.
said it for real.
He's not.
Boxing?
He doesn't look like we came to love and
The Matrix.
fear.
Yeah.
it is what it is. Boxing has caught up to Lomachenko.
Yeah.
He's now, there's guys in his division, that 130, 135 division, who are just as fast, just as quick,
And
got
Father
good foot
Time is
undefeated,
undefeated.
all those different things. And
Day
on
in
top
and
of
day
that,
out.
he's gotten older.
He's
He's
still
starting
gonna
to
give
show it a
Devin
little
some
bit.
looks, but yeah.
He's going to give Devin
He
some
still
looks.
look good.
I think if anything, we're going to find out how strong he actually is.
Lomachenko.
Devin?
Lomachenko. We've seen him do some things to some guys in the past, but
Yeah.
I think with Devin, we're going to
You know
find
what
out.
my problem with Loma is he won't move up. You know, great fighters.
Well, it
Great
was
fighters
always,
just
it was
go.
always. That's the thing is, he's comfortable there. He's comfortable in that weight class, and it's always been a challenge in that weight class for him. So there was not really a necessary need for him to
No, it
venture
ain't
outside
funny,
of it.
Take it
You
easy.
just going to let that man put wet hands on your face?
Yeah. I just, Lomachenko, he's gonna give him
It's
some
just,
looks,
he's
but
never
At
had to
least don't
venture
close
out
your
of it.
eyes, man. You can't close your eyes.
Got a little bit of this in me.
I see it.
I still put a little something on.
You lightweight look like James Tony.
I thought so when he was laying down there.
Lightweight look like
Yeah.
James Tony.
Hey, James was a monster though.
Yeah,
Hey,
100.
people
No
was
doubt.
trying to,
100.
man,
100.
if that man would have committed to getting into shape, we might have seen, he a Hall of Fame boxer anyway, but
Yeah.
man,
He could have accomplished so much more.
Yeah.
He could have.
hey, like anyway, James Tony would have gave Roy Jones everything he wanted. Period. Yes.
He tried.
He wasn't in shape though. He wasn't in shape. Don't do that.
Hey, he was doing good though. He was doing good.
And Roy made him look like a fool.
Like this. Hitting with that.
And Roy started making him look like a damn fool.
And then they was trying to tell Roy what to do, and then Roy was like, you know what, I got an idea. And when he got in there, he just beat his arm. And now he can't lift his arm, and Roy tore his ass loose.
That's a real thing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Yeah. I can see that happening on Saturday night. We talking about how fast Caleb is. I can see BENAVIDEZ getting up on him and roughing him up, but specifically getting that the bicep, the outer side of the bicep, the shoulder.
He that, you know what I'm saying? He that astute to do that though? Is he that astute to do that?
I hope.
I think he's gonna.
But he may surprise him.
Like Canelo.
He may surprise him.
Hey, when Canelo fought Floyd, right, I had to put money on Canelo because he always going to the body. Ain't nobody really check Floyd's body. So I had to put the money on it, right? And then Floyd get in the ring.
It's based on the
and
body.
then, hey man, look, ain't nobody touch a body shot can end a fight.
100, but
Yeah.
you gotta get up to him. You gotta catch him.
So I gotta put
You think about that?
I gotta put the money on because who did it, right?
All right.
So then when he get in the ring and then he go to the body, Floyd stepped into him. So now instead of the fifth,
You catching
his
laces.
whole arm catch him in the body, and you this close, so you gotta take one back with you.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, that was money. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
It wasn't coming.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
dang.
Hey, he was gonna try
Hey,
it.
you one of them guys.
Dang.
You one of them guys when you put a bet, you be up like this all the time. Like, oh no, that's
No. So I watch Timothy Bradley, right? I watch Timothy Bradley his whole career.
Oh wow.
Yeah, hey, I watched him his whole career. Then when he get in the game, his first fight in the game was Pacquiao, right? So of course, I'm talking about when he get it level up. So of course you got to put money on him because he took a lot of O's. He took a lot of O's, you know, coming into the game.
Right.
So you got to put money on him. I didn't put no money on him. And he won the fight, but he did not really win that fight.
Which one?
I got it. When he
against
fought
the
Pacquiao.
first pack.
Yeah, they gave him that fight, but he didn't win it. But I
I
didn't
don't
put
know.
money on that.
He looked good in that fight, in my opinion.
And he didn't win the fight. You know, and I'm going for it.
He's a much better fighter than commentator.
I just love the fight. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going there with you, all right?
No, I've gone there with Tim directly. I say he's a much better fighter than a commentator. Yeah.
Hey, that fight with Tim and what's my man? The Russian?
Provodnikov.
Man, that had to be one of the best fights we've seen. That was cold right there.
That fight changed me as a fighter.
That was boxing right there.
Yeah, man.
Why?
That was boxing.
Why that fight changed me as a fighter?
You worked on defense?
I felt like
Like, maybe I should have my hands up.
I've always had a lot of respect for Tim, and when I seen what he was going through in that fight, and I'm yelling at the TV like, "Why are you fighting like this? Like you taking unnecessary punches." I'll never forget there was one moment where he's literally out on his feet and he's throwing like this. He's throwing like this.
When he was
Provodnikov.
Yeah.
And he was throwing just like this.
Yeah.
Eyes were still open and he was throwing like this. And when the fight ended, I was just like, okay, well, that's the mark. And that's how you fight. That's a true warrior.
Yeah.
And I was like, you fight hard like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
That's
that
smart. He took the knee.
that's what I said. I was like, I'm gonna be smarter than that,
yeah.
but at the end of it all, man, and when a war comes, you can't run away from the war. You know what I mean? I said if he stood into the war like that, you got to stand in for the war.
Yeah, that was one of the best fights. That's one person I wish Shawn Porter.
That would have been so easy to root for Shawn in that fight. There were some fights where I was like, that one I would have been like, hell yeah. I think the easiest guy to root for you with was, I'm just not a big Danny Garcia fan. Another person, I'm just not a big fan. So that was an easy one.
That was the only easy one.
Yeah.
Danny Garcia?
No. For rooting for Shawn, like I'm not a big Danny Garcia fan, so that was easy. I'm a huge Adrian Broner fan, I'm a Kell Brook fan, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford.
Oh, you like that?
I like Bud. I gotta get Bud
You know
shit
why I
though.
like Bud, man? I think Bud got a lot of heart, man. And Bud can fight right and left, and he know exactly when to switch.
Yeah.
You know.
Bud is a character. Great fighter, definitely a character though. He's the most competitive person in the history of life that I've met.
Yeah, he got a little Napoleon in him.
We had
coming into the game and you're not competitive.
Yeah, we were over at. Well, he's competitive in everything. We're over at Ant's house. We're watching some fights. Bud's in town, and somehow we just like real casual. I don't even know how it started. Mention football. Oh, blah blah. Yeah, I play football, whatever. And Bud just goes, "Yeah, I can throw the ball 60 yards." And we're like, "Hell, like okay, no, but like cool." And we kind of move past it, and he keeps bringing it back up. And we're like, "Dude, like, let it go. You can't throw the ball 60 yards." And he just keeps going. We found a football. We went outside in the middle of the street, and he tried to throw the ball 60 yards.
15, 20
Fire.
minutes.
And he can throw the shit out of the ball. Didn't throw it 60 yards, though. You ask him, he did. But I was like, dude.
That's the Napoleon in
Yeah,
him.
he was like, he was taking no for an answer.
He wants to prove that I am the guy.
Yeah.
Shawn had to before, so he was on the 100th episode of the podcast, and we get there however long early before the show, and Bud and I start debating, and Shawn came over at some point. He was like, "Guys, let it go. We have a podcast to do here in a minute," because we were arguing for like at least an hour about him, the welterweights. So I was like, "Hey, we're gonna do a show. Let's just let this go for now."
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, that's honestly who I want to see Boots fight.
Bud,
I want to see him fight Bud.
Love to see it.
In my mind, and I like Errol.
Yeah.
But I think Bud is going to be Errol. Like, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm already past that. But Boots, I think Boots and him.
Really?
So
do you like the matchup better, or you just rate Boots higher than Errol Spence?
No. So I've not been saying this for a long time. I don't think that eye healed properly. It's certain things that happens with Errol and has happened after that makes me feel like the people he's fought after that eye, he just was so much better than. He just outclassed.
We didn't know. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we couldn't tell.
But I don't think that eye is all the way for a top level fighter.
Really?
I don't think that, and I think a top level fighter, I think a top level fighter is going to pick on that
I
eye.
think of him like say a Magic Johnson, right? You know Magic Johnson played ball, but then when you see the highlights, you like, damn, he was getting it. Yeah. Errol Spence, you can talk about him because I think Bud can beat him too. But then a few nights ago, I'm watching him box.
Yeah. He like, damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He the body snatcher for a reason.
What I never looked at, you just mentioned that, I never looked at the comparison in the two fights, Bud and Boots versus Bud and Spence. Both of them, like, as I was trying to look at, I was like, damn, both of them good. Like, which one would I want to see more? And I don't know.
It's just such different. Like, Boots is a more explosive fighter. I think he's probably got a little more flash to his game. Errol's just so damn technically sound, strong.
He's gonna make them fight though. That's the whole thing.
So
and it's always at his pace.
Right.
So the thing that I would like to see with Boots and Terrence are both of them seamlessly switch to southpaw. What is the counter when another person can switch to southpaw just as good as you can?
Yeah.
That is what's gonna make that fight great. As a boxing,
it will look so silly because they're both just gonna be switching back and forth.
Yes,
Nah, man.
yeah.
I'm gonna be southpaw now.
But it's gonna be some fireworks.
Yeah,
I watched Boots fight when he fought Lipnitz.
Okay.
And I literally, as I was watching the fight, in my head I said, he's dancing.
Yeah.
That's how nice and
It's
coordinated
just, it's so fluid. It's so fluid.
Imagine them two just switching,
Yeah.
trying to get the angle.
Great match.
Nice when his time comes, his time gonna be there.
Yeah.
He gonna be there for a minute. Boots.
He gonna be pound for pound for.
Yeah. When his
He'll
time
be around
comes,
for a little while. He's gonna be a threat.
yeah.
Definitely gonna be a
Till
threat
we
for
see
a while.
somebody else coming up, because I don't really see nobody in the game.
I mean, in
The
pool
Virgil
right
Ortiz
now
fight
I
is
mean,
He a
good,
young,
but
young bull right now.
yeah.
I mean, in the pool right now is just.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Listen to me. A great fight's gonna be, and it's gonna be like 2 years, 3 years. They're gonna have to hand the crown to him. Is Abdullah? I'm telling you, Abdullah Mason is the truth. I've been telling you that. I told you that. And one day they're gonna put him on that pound for pound list. I promise you they are. I promise you. That kid is special.
Do we love it?
I don't necessarily know. I think he loves it because he was the first brother out of all of them. They all did combat sports. So he was the first one to go to boxing.
Oh, okay.
And I don't
He was the first one to go to boxing, huh?
Yeah, he wasn't.
Oh, okay.
And then all the rest of them kind of followed, right? And so I don't necessarily know if he loves it or if he's just a savant.
Yeah.
He just has it.
Yeah.
Maybe he just lives and breathes it, and
Yeah.
you can't tell because when you ask him questions, it's not like any sweat off of it. Like, yeah, I box.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a southpaw.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna beat him.
Was he from Bedford?
Like he's from Ohio, right?
He's from Bedford.
I don't know what that. Yeah, I don't know where he's from.
I think so.
Yeah. But I think, man, I'm telling you, those people better watch out for that kid that's coming up right behind him, and he's going to be good. You mark my words.
I'm gonna have to check him out. Hey, what's your name, the young boy? He looking good. Errol Spence, young boy.
Frank Martin. Frank Martin?
Yeah.
The Ghost.
Yeah.
It's nice.
He is a monster.
He's coming along very well.
Yeah.
He tried to get him to fight Roland.
Really?
I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah, I think he was trying to make that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and Keyshawn. Keyshawn is, yeah, I was going to say, Keyshawn is, people, I mean, I hold him in a high regard too, but people hold him in such a high regard. I'm like, let's get him like to double-digit fights. Like, I don't know where he's at right now, but like, Frank Martin just
Like 6-0.
clean sweep on Michelle Rivera, who was like a contender. Like, let's,
Right.
Yeah, man.
Just a little
that
bit.
boy working real good.
yeah.
It's just a matter of time before he get his time too.
Yeah.
So let's ask. Carson is a super huge Derrick James fan.
Yeah.
Are you still a super huge Derrick James fan?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be?
What has his fighters done lately?
Well, he has an undisputed fighter at 54, and he has one guy that has 3 belts at 47, and he's got a prospect at 35 that's undefeated, and he's got Anthony Joshua now. What else is he supposed to
They
do?
took Joshua to him, huh?
Yeah,
Is he gonna fix
That's
Joshua?
actually a
Is he
decent
gonna
move.
fix Joshua?
he can try.
Hey,
I mean, if
because-
anyone can do it, he probably can.
You got Joshua chopping wood now.
Yeah.
Out there chopping
Sorry.
wood. He might be the
You got the perfect opponent for him. Is it Jermaine
Franklin. Yeah.
You got the perfect opponent for him. Yeah. But he messed up.
I don't think he's
Are you not impressed by Derek James? What is the knock on Derek James from you? What trainer is better? I guess.
Oh, I've always said
Salas?
Garcia.
Robert Garcia.
Robert Garcia. I've always.
What is he doing right now? Other than Bam,
Fighters in the game.
Bam Rodriguez.
Yeah, but it's not just the fighter. He takes a person's skill set and makes that skill set better.
What he do with Anthony Joshua?
But like he said, Anthony Joshua may be broken.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that.
He may be
Yeah,
broken,
I don't disagree.
And some people can't be fixed.
Hey, you seen Canelo? You seen Canelo and Ruiz on his last fight?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You seen what he learned in the gym.
Another thing I know about.
Start working with Ruiz, didn't he?
I'm trying. I don't know who Ruiz is with now.
It was Joshua.
Yeah, that was that one fight.
He was working with Joshua that one fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for one
Yeah, the
fight.
rematch
I
with Usyk.
think Ruiz went over there with him.
Yeah, he might. I'm
anyway.
not sure.
That's a good move for Ruiz, I think.
I would say so.
Yeah,
I mean, Garcia's best guy right now, Bam Rodriguez.
I mean, Ruiz need to get his just desserts too, though.
How you think? So now we're past allegedly. Fury and Usyk allegedly is dead in the water.
I can see that.
How do you?
It was never
gonna
happen anyway.
So now they're thinking maybe Usyk ends up with Dubois, Fury ends up with Joyce, potentially. Who do you want to see Wilder? Who do you want to see Wilder with?
We back at the same fork in the road.
Yeah.
I want to see Wilder and Josh.
Nobody wants to see that. People want to see.
Who do you want to see? What?
Tyson.
I think we need to see.
I want Fury to retire. I don't want to see him.
Deontay out there with Usyk.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great fight.
That's a good one.
I think Joshua and
Deontay.
Wilder is much bigger.
Way better, yeah.
That's a bigger fight. Absolutely.
Much bigger fight.
That's a much bigger revenue.
I think that's a fight that both
They
fighters
need.
mentally, emotionally, everything
They
tune
need
in for that.
I love the fight Usyk and Wilder.
I said that I said Josh was broken.
Bomb.
I think,
The bomb squad will listen to me.
Oh, I ain't say that. I ain't say that.
Look, Anthony Joshua is like I've always told you. He is the perfect 10. Man, this dude can hit the bag. Man, this guy looks good. Man, he moves well. And he gets in the fight and he has no bark. He's just like a dog that, you know what I'm saying, somebody breaks in your house. He doesn't have the dog in him. Now, he looks great in the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? He is going to beat a lot of people up, regular people. But when he gets in that ring with a dog, you're going to see.
Well, you got a dog. It's okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah, Frank. Yeah.
Tell me what dog he beat. Well, tell me one person that was a dog.
his title back from the dude that took it from him, and he looked good doing it.
Yeah, cooked him.
Let's think about it. Get him. I mean,
He looked okay.
did you really think that he was going to be able to?
Shut him out. He won 12-0.
Did you think he was going to be able to make the adjustment? Did you think he could make the adjustment?
He was supposed to lose the first time, so yeah, I thought he was definitely better than.
Adjustment.
Yeah, it was no time. He just
He outboxed him 1 through 12.
Left, move right.
Hey,
That's not no adjustment. We wake up in the morning and move left and move right. I don't have to adjust to getting up and
But I
walking.
think, nigga,
You just tell me to
when
go
I
this
think
way.
Anthony Joshua,
When he
I do not
comes,
think
go
of a
that way.
boxer. He actually got on his toes and boxed. He did. I ain't never seen him.
No. You box when you know how to keep somebody on the outside and punch them and hit them. Joshua kept arms out and won that fight based on activity. And Ruiz was inactive.
Yeah, he prepared for him. That fight he prepared for him. The first fight he just came in there like, I'm gonna beat him. I'm better than him.
Who wins?
Replacement too?
Yeah.
That first one?
Mm-hmm. Who wins right now? Usyk Wilder.
I think Deontay gonna light him up.
Okay.
That's
I
a
think
hard
Wilder
one
catch
right
it.
there.
But I will say
You
though,
think
it's
he's gonna catch him with the right hand?
Such
right?
that's such a great matchup.
But
I love
I will
that.
say this.
That's a sneaky good matchup.
Deontay does not get that boy early. This is the thing. If he does not get Usyk early, it's a wrap. Usyk got it.
I think
Because he's
Usyk gonna win. And I love Deontay.
him early, Usyk's gonna beat him.
Yeah, I love Deontay. Like I want him to win, but I don't think he can beat Usyk.
until Deontay learns how to actually box and not just rely on one fucking shot.
Yeah.
I think having Malik Scott with him is huge.
And no disrespect to Deontay, like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, everybody know what you're doing now, bro. They waiting on you. You know, they see it coming.
Where the egg roll guy at, man?
I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what Joyce ends up doing.
Everybody was one of them.
True.
The whole team was talking about
telegraphing
them.
that too. He's telling you exactly what he's gonna do, and that's the only thing. That's the only gripe I have with Deontay. And I like that dude. Good dude. He's great to talk to.
But you know what? Well, we didn't see enough in his last fight to find out who he is now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we know he still got the power. I think he's
Still
different
got the juice.
since that trilogy fight with.
I need that
Fury.
again.
I hope that he's still that he's healthy since that fight.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not 100, nothing close to that, but I wonder if he's
look
got
good.
better boxing ability and things like
I
that.
would hope
you know?
so. I hope
You didn't
so.
get to see it. We saw glimpses of it in the rematch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
And that's the
you know,
thing,
for
like,
an
but it
entire
didn't last
fight.
long, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He bailed on it. He bailed on it.
It seemed, to me, it seemed
I
like
don't
he
know what
kept
the hell
tapping
he was
into it though. Kept tapping into the game.
When he was
plan,
sitting
you know
there.
what I'm saying? But he was
You know what I'm saying?
The guy that's gonna be fun to see matchups with at the top is who we saw, Joe Joyce. I don't rate him like super highly as a skilled boxer.
Right.
He's more athletic than I thought. Got better feet. But he just got a damn granite chin, and he's walking you down.
Yeah.
So if anything, he's testing every single heavyweight. Like, hey, I'm gonna be right in your chest.
Oh no, you're definitely not getting rid of him.
Yeah, see what you can do.
You're definitely gonna have to rely on ability, lateral movement, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Everything that they teach you in the gym to be a successful boxer and not puncher, you're gonna have to use it against Joyce because he's not gonna go anywhere.
No.
You know.
I think Deontay could get him.
You think so?
Dude.
I would love to.
If there's any punch that can get somebody,
I would love to test the
Deontay, yeah, right?
I would love to test the theory.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna just. It ain't gonna be a one hitter though. It'll be a accumulation.
Well, I don't know. Deontay, if he hits anybody, they're going to see.
It's something different.
Hey,
It's something different.
Him and Betterby had the heaviest hands I've
We're
ever
talking
seen.
about with somebody that has a stone cold chin. We're not talking about somebody we haven't seen him get popped yet.
7 pounds of pressure will knock any man out.
I mean,
And he has those 7 pounds. plus.
Joe a big dude. He sized me up at a sparring session one time. When Johnny was coming to spar, I guess he thought I was there to spar too.
Yeah.
He just came up, who you with? I said, I'm with Johnny.
Is he taller than you?
He like this tall.
Damn, is he?
Joyce is tall, man. Big dude.
when we saw him in the gym, I was like, he's got better feet than I thought for sure.
Yeah.
And he's moving around. I mean, working with Solace, like, there's a guy to help your boxing
And
ability.
that's what I
Fish
said.
Mall
I said
Solace
that
is the
was
guy
the
to do it.
perfect guy for him to be with.
Yeah.
Because can help him with some things that he don't know.
Now, if they can teach Deontay to move his feet and box,
Yeah.
you're not stopping that dude.
I think Malik Scott's got him.
It's a tall order.
Yeah.
It's a tall order at this stage.
And
of
if
his
anybody
career.
can do it right now, I think it's Malik because of the trust he has in Malik. They got a good connection where he's gonna say, okay, like I can rock with him.
That rocket launcher.
Yeah.
I mean, and like I said, at the end of the day, that's all you really need. But if you could put that together with some other,
Hey, in the 10th, 11th round, and that rocket launcher ain't been shot out.
that's the thing. They teach us to take their weapon away. And once you take that weapon away, look at Mike. Look at Mike when he fought Buster. Look at Mike when he fought Lennox. I'm not scared of you.
Right?
You know what I mean?
I hate watching them fights. I ain't gonna lie.
Mike beat Buster. That dude didn't get up.
Hey, that was
That
a
was
10
out.
count.
It was a 10
Same
count.
thing with
Mike beat him.
Deontay and Fury. That was a 10 count too. Fury didn't get up.
No, he
that was a 10 count. They gave him like 11 and a half.
11 and a half.
11 and a half. They gave him.
Thank you.
He said 11 and a half.
11, huh?
I can't remember what we were talking about recently. We were talking about Montel Griffin and Roy. What fight were we talking? We were talking about somebody hitting somebody late, and I was like, that's exactly what Roy did.
It was your guy.
Navarrete?
Yeah, Navarrete. Yeah, it was Navarrete. Yeah.
Love that guy.
Now, what is that dude name that beat Chris Algieri, did knock Chris Algieri out?
Connor Ben.
What do you think about him?
Just depends on what's in his system right now at the moment.
It's a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah, I was
Never
very.
shouldn't even been in the ring with that dude.
Yeah. So what do you? So I actually mentioned earlier.
Algieri?
Yeah. So Kell Brook wants
Are
to
you
fight Conor
serious?
Benn right now.
You don't be out of the ring as long as Chris was, and then come back
There's
as a
no-
young dude like that.
You don't do that. That you set yourself up to fail. And when you signed that contract, I wonder what went through your head. Oh, I can actually do this.
Maybe he needed some chips.
I mean,
Maybe
residual coins off of that.
You know what I'm saying? Has did the impossible. Like
He just
had
got
no
let out of the cage
power.
against the Pacquiao and against
He
Pacquiao.
was
a savant.
He was a lukewarm version of what's my man? God dog it, man.
Let's who?
Why can't I call this man's name right now?
Well, wait.
Paulie Malignaggi. He was a offbeat Paulie Malignaggi. You know what I'm saying? No power, got all the talent in the world, but no power to do it.
Probably came in right at the right time. You know what
Just about to say it.
That was gonna be my next comment.
There was timing,
the perfect storm,
and matchmaking. Made him look what he, you know what I mean?
But I ain't gonna lie, the kid had some.
If he'd have came in 2 weeks later, we would have known his name, Jack. 2 weeks later, we would have known.
Paulie was tough. He wasn't scared to mix it up. You know, he could fight, and he could take a good shot. He could take a good shot. But Chris Algieri, he can't take shit, man.
Paulie was a great trash talker.
Yeah.
But a boxer?
And he was a New York kid, you know what I'm saying? And he came in at the right time. That was all good time.
Talent for what it was.
Man, that man was hitting the punching bag. That's all he was. It was
We knew he didn't have no juice. He knew he didn't have no juice. He knew it. I told him to his face he ain't had no. He was like, you know.
We've been on for more than an hour, so I want to do this and then let my guys wrap up. Dre, let's talk about the shop for a quick second. How long the shop been open?
Stink.
The blade. How long the blade been open?
The place sucks.
Man, it's been open 4 years.
4 years, huh?
Yeah, 4 years.
And look what we did to my.
Based on your dream, based on you just trying to fulfill a goal that you had, or how did you come into creating the Blade Barbershop?
Man, I just wanted a place to be peaceful, right? And I felt like I was always complaining about others. So I wanted to give an example of how a barbershop should be done, right? Comfort for the barbers, comfort for the customers, and not always take. The barbershop was a pillar in the community, and I wanted this to be a pillar in the community, right? Somewhere where you could go, relax, have fun. You don't necessarily have to come in here and get a haircut. That's why we brand the lounge and not the barbering, right? You can go anywhere and get a haircut, but you can't go anywhere and lounge without, somebody saying that you have to pay or you have to leave, or, this is a place where a safe haven for people to come and relax.
Hey, I can attest to that. I was sitting in the chair at the other barbershop when he told me what his plans were. The next thing you know, when I hit him up for a cut, he was like, come to my joint. Yeah. And he had a joint right here. Yeah, that was cold. Yeah. That was cold.
And it was a lot of elbow grease. People relaxed with me. They believed in me.
Before all this was up.
Yeah, it was really ugly, you know what I'm saying? And everybody stuck by me. And you know what I'm saying? And now today, it looks halfway nice.
It look all right. It look all right in here.
Yeah.
You talked about being a pillar to the community. Why don't you talk real quick about some of the things you do for Las Vegas?
Well, now we just implemented where instead of us collecting clothes just holidays, we do it year round. We collect clothes, shoes, food.
He got
The bins out there.
You got a couple bins out there where people can just drop off clothes.
Drop off clothes, drop off food, and it's not sold. We give it to them directly. If I'm not, I have a buddy who gives it to them, but we're not selling it. We can't give you a receipt yet. We're working on our tax ID for our 501(c), but guaranteed it's going to get to the homeless. It's going to get to a family that's living in a car. It's going to get somewhere to a person who needs it. Maybe a little bit more than you. Maybe you had it and you can't fit it anymore, but we're going to make sure it gets to a good home.
I want to do this real quick because you got 1, 2, 3 other barbers up in here. Acting like, that's what you're doing. You guys are working hard. I said, man, last time I came up in here, y'all always lively when I come in here. And the first time I came in, everybody was quiet, just working. I said, y'all ain't gonna do this to me next time I come up in here.
What are we doing this time?
Introduce yourself right quick. So in your social media, so anybody that can follow you and all that kind of stuff. Go ahead, you start, old man.
Of course.
Yeah.
Got DT the Barber here, Las Vegas representing, of course. Been here with Dre since we first opened. My Instagram, I don't have one, really don't care. Everything is about the Blade. TheBlade702.com. That's where everybody need to go look, because that's where we all at.
Yes, sir. Right quick, how you find him? How y'all find one another?
Oh, this is my mentor. So DT is my mentor.
That makes sense.
And Dre's old, so.
He is the one who signed my paperwork so I can take my test to become a master barber.
Okay.
This is my mentor.
Okay. All right, DT. I didn't know that.
I am somebody.
Wrote that shit in hieroglyphics.
My name's
back
Dexter.
then.
My Instagram, DexterBarber_19. I'm the youngster, I guess. I'm old, but I'm the youngster to these older gentlemen right here. So, I'm the little homie to. This is the OG, triple OG right here too. So, yeah, man, got a couple G's over here. And I guess you know what, man.
How y'all find each other?
Matt used to cut my hair actually. Actually, he known me since I was like under 21. Actually, I think I just get my hair cut by somebody else. Something came up. I got in his chair. I don't even know how I stayed that long, but
yeah,
stayed and now I'm here now.
Were you cutting before you met him?
I didn't even want to be a barber.
He thought his haircut was so bad from Dre, he was like, I gotta learn how to do this myself.
Hey, you read my mind. Look.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know.
But yeah, no, I didn't even want to be a barber. Eventually, at one point, I just saw that the atmosphere that he created at the shop that was at, and one day, just hit me in my head. I was like, you know what? It's time. Time for the switch.
What you like most about being a barber?
I like interacting with people. I like the interaction. I like the freedom of schedule, but to actually be able to do, when you actually have your schedule set with your clients, to be able to have that hour with them to conversate or whatnot and be able to prep everything, it makes everything. Because sometimes when I used to work at a 9 to 5 pretty much, it was just a same day. Here, every day's different, especially with him.
What don't you like about being a barber?
I would say every once in a while.
I want, hurry up.
It's a trick
You
question.
described it.
You're supposed to say nothing, but since you're answering, go ahead.
Yeah, realistically, you get the phone calls like at 1 o'clock in the morning, 12 in the morning. But hey, it comes with the game though. You get paid the big bucks, so hey, can't complain too much.
All right, we got one more. That's my guy right here. This is the quietest I ever seen you. Introduce yourself.
Only because of respect for the podcast, I don't want to be all in your thing, you know what I'm saying, making disruptive sounds. My name is Mondo Crush. Barber, that's a big mic.
Mondo, you used to the mic.
Yeah, of course, I'm no stranger to it, but I know when it's time to share that thing and let everybody else get their shine.
Nah, bump that. What you used to do? How are you used to the mic? Tell everybody how you used to the mic.
Well, I used to be a roadie for Stone City Band, Rick James group, and a lot of guitar work, a lot of avid studying guitar, a lot of drugs.
Allegedly.
Between, you know what I mean? That comes with the territory, of course, being on the road with Rick James, of course.
Oh, wow.
But other than that, man, just the whole interaction and the whole interbeing with the general public, general population.
Who else have you played with other than Rick James?
Shorty Long, Main Star Band. Man. It's a plethora, champ.
Yeah.
Plethora. So the list goes on and on. I played a lot with a lot of blues greats throughout my tenure on guitar. And the whole camaraderie of being on stage or interacting and barbering is a camaraderie of just dealing with the general public. And having an opportunity to have a man or whoever's in the chair have that feel good, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing like getting that cut and feeling great afterwards,
Yes, sir.
Especially when you're putting down a quality product for show.
Yeah. One more question for you. How did you become a barber?
Woo!
Well, long one. Make it short.
I'll make it short. I used to play Division I basketball for University of Buffalo.
Right.
Sophomore year, I busted my ankle to the point where I knew I wasn't going to be able to perform on the next level. At the very least, I thought I would go overseas like my friends and have a career. After being mad at the world for like 3 years, you know, barbering was always in my family. My grandfather came over from Jamaica, opened up the first barbershop. So barbering was always in the blood or in the DNA, if you will. And it was just after I got over my anger of being mad at the world, I realized that I had another talent.
Yeah.
And I would definitely put it forth so I can pay the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And how did you and Dre find each other?
Champ, do you really want to know that story?
Never mind. You want to tell it right quick?
No, it's you know, I was just being funny.
Yeah.
There was a point where we both were managing different shops, if you will. So, you know, we always had a decent rapport of what I knew of him and what he knew of me. The opportunity presented itself one day where I looked at myself and said, you know, do I want to take this barber to the next level with this Dre kid? Or do I want to be solidified on my own? Just being funny. Just came about Dre just over the years I've known him and just had the opportunity to work with him in DT, and I took advantage of it. And happy that I did, you know?
I'll keep it quick for myself. I came across Dre at 24 Hour Fitness just trying to play some basketball.
Emphasis on trying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can I interject briefly? I swear to you, I've never seen Dre make a jump shot. Not one single time. 0 times. Which almost, it's impressive. No, I feel like the ball is probably similar when he shoots it and when he rolls it, because it's not going where it needs to go either way. Carry on.
Well, I met Dre at the 24 Hour Fitness trying to play some basketball. People don't know this about me, but I really don't like to get outside myself and say, hey, can I play? You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there just trying to figure out how I'm gonna get on the court. And I came across this guy. He knew who I was, and he starts talking to me. And I was like, oh, here's my end, you know. So I asked him if he had 5. He didn't, and you know the rest is history. We went from playing basketball to talking boxing, and then he made me aware that he was a barber. And one day I couldn't get in touch with my guy and connected with Dre, and that's it. I don't come to Dre just because the cut is good. Because keep it real, sometimes the cut ain't good. But the one thing that's always good is his energy. His energy is always good / excellent. The ambiance around, everything around is always on point. He has a plethora of knowledge in the sport of boxing that I've been trying to expose on my podcast for a long time. And I know we're going to get closer and closer. And, you know, when you talk about friends, like he just is a true friend. He does things for me. I never ask him to do things. He hits me up all the time with different opportunities and offers help in ways that actual friends of mine either don't have the ability to or don't have the wherewithal to want to do. You know what I mean? So that's why I definitely consider Dre a friend. And I'm loyal to Dre beyond the cut. I'm loyal to Dre because of everything that he said. You know, he wants to be a pillar to his community, and it starts right here with everything he's involved with. And he does everything first class. And I'm a first class person, so I keep first class people around me, with the exception of this guy right here. So this is this is the Barbershop pre-fight show. And we right here at the Blade. Y'all in Vegas, y'all need a cut. Hit me up, hit Ant up, find the Blade, find Dre, find one of his guys. Great cuts and great people. Hey, do it again. And that's how we get down, man. This is it. This is the PorterWay.
Check it out.